Let's play.
I didn't think this. Did you guys have any issues with this unit? It didn't seem too bad.
It seemed very straightforward.
Yeah. Now
I
watch.
like it.
We'll get to the quiz and there'll be the fancy question.
Well, questions I swear from like previous, and so I got a few of them wrong because I'm like, we're talking about independent, not paired.
On the homework quiz, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't looked at it yet. We'll see.
Are there 18 questions?
Let me go let my dogs in because they're probably going to be loud. Hold on.
You're fine.
There's 18 questions in this quiz. Why?
There's 2 test statistics for us to do.
There's what?
2 different studies.
Did you guys open it already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm open.
I don't have my Excel stuff open.
Get mine.
It drives me bonkers.
All this Excel stuff.
Having all of it open all the time. And I haven't figured out yet like a good way. Like I feel like, and the thing I struggle with Mac is like I haven't figured out a good way to like have everything in a folder that's easily accessible. But that's just a failing on my part. It's nobody else's fault.
You're fine. Okay. You guys ready?
So I did this at work today.
Nice. So, think 3 is false. Because all the means are equal.
Which one is false?
It's saying we reject the null hypothesis when there is sufficient evidence to indicate at least one mean is different. So that's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
We reject it, right?
Yeah, as long as if there's one mean that's different.
Trying to find I wrote down the requirements. Normally distributed, variances are equal for both groups.
They're all positive. And I think the data in each group are normally distributed.
So it's all of them?
Well, variances are equal in each group. They're not equal. I don't see the variances being equal in each group.
Well, I have that. Okay, so these are the requirements when performing a hypothesis test. I have that as a one of the requirements. That's the data are normally distributed, variances are equal, and the samples are independent.
It's time to be corrected. Nice.
Let's see, I think.
How come I didn't get that out of any of this?
Draw my notes. The variances are equal in each group.
I'm not sure about, are the sample means all positive? Is that one of them?
It says that there are 2 requirements of ANOVA that must be checked. That the data are normally distributed in each group, and that the variances are equal for each group.
What about this? The values of F are never negative. Will that just be for the F distribution?
That's, I think so.
So what sample means, then does that mean that the sample means could be negative?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Somewhere there was a better, like, comprehensive list. Because I watched the video.
Me too.
Have everything.
Me too.
Hold on. Requirements for.
Well, it doesn't say requirements. It's just for the F distribution, so it could be what's throwing us off. So we could unclick it, and if we get it wrong, then we know.
I think it's those two.
Yeah. Okay.
Which one?
See.
Not the sample mean one, right?
Right.
Right.
I think
Sure.
that's I think that's the that comes into play with the F distribution where it says values of F are never
Right.
negative.
And that's where I think I'm thrown off. So we'll go ahead and just do those two.
Yeah. To check if each QQ plot.
Yes.
Assume the variance in each group is the same.
Wouldn't it be B?
Now, okay, so in the video said 2 times,
I
not
know,
4 times.
but the book says everything else. The only video that said 2 times was the one that the
The
kid
guy did. Okay.
Yeah, the one that the instructor did said 4 times.
Okay.
Well,
So,
the
but
rule
it's
is if the largest variance is not 4 times the smallest variance, then we will conclude that the variances are equal.
mhm.
Standard deviation, but it says 2s, so 2 times. Largest, I say, what do you guys think, B?
Yeah, well, I mean, because that's what the textbook says. It says if the largest variance is less than or equal to 4 times the smallest, then we will conclude that they are equal.
And then I have in the answers for the preparation says if the largest variance is not 4 times the smallest variance, then we will conclude that the variances are equal.
Now, this does say that the variance is square of the standard deviation, which is denoted by S2.
I'm going to go with the 4 times.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that too, because that's what the book says. I wonder, because that's not the first time that guy in the video has like misspoken.
I think it's less than 4 times the smallest.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, this one looks fun.
Oh, saints preserve us.
7.
Golly, what is this?
Are you looking at 7?
Yeah. If there are 3 samples, there are 3 pairs.
How many pairs are there when there are 4 samples?
4?
4 pairs? It can't be that easy.
What?
Oh my gosh. Should we write it out and see?
R-
I'm
write it
writing.
out. How?
I think what they're asking, I think. Let me think for a minute. 1, 2. I think they're saying that you have. I don't know.
Like, do we try to write it out in pairs like that? So would it be 5?
I feel like it's 5. If we're.
Kind of going off of that.
Yeah, I think you did the same thing I did, like making pairs out of all the different
Yes, combination.
possibilities.
Mm-hmm. 5?
I
Let's
think
do
it's
5.
I think it's 5.
Sure, why not?
It's a good guess.
Okay. This is where we get out our quiz, whatever, Excel.
Yes.
No, this is the data that he used for whatever it's called, the tutorials. With the soccer shoes.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I am so tired right now. I can't even.
Do you work tomorrow?
Was work okay?
It was actually very nice. I had that one couplet. She was complicated, but
Was that your assignment for the day?
yeah, I didn't. And then we had enough. I mean, we had like a total of 2 outpatients until like 1700. So really wasn't bad.
I had a
That's
baby.
good.
That trip was so crazy and silly. It exhausted me. But it delivered.
Your work was crazy?
Yeah. It's just like charting the cards that exhausts me sometimes because it had so many variables. And so I that and interventions, and then she delivered fast, so it was just kind of silly. I'm still training too, so I had my preceptor help me, but kind of tiring from that. I didn't eat lunch until almost 1500. Because busy.
Labor is I feel like sometimes you can have even a really good, easy, like straightforward labor is kind of
unheard of.
Well, but they're physically demanding, and then there's so much charting to do for everything.
I know.
Like, man. And if you actually get caught up doing a lot of care for your patient, then you get way behind on the charting, you know?
Right. I'm like, you can't win. I'm like, because the patient's more important than the charting, but at the same time, you got to keep up on your charting so you're not. There's nobody. Okay. So it's asking for what is the minimum smallest variance for the 6 groups. Okay.
I'm still copying and pasting.
Oh.
I know there's a lot. I didn't realize how many samples there were.
No, there's 6.
I'll be there in a second.
You're totally good, friend.
I feel like Gwen talks like we do at work. Like somebody from our department must, like, you use the same phrases that we do at the job.
That's hilarious.
I do. It's like somebody from our department must have come from where you are.
That's hilarious. I love it. It's labor and delivery jargon.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, so now I've
Right? Am I
copied.
socks in there?
Yes. They did the test with socks.
Okay.
So, what is the minimum variance for the 6 groups?
27.208. If y'all got that.
So pasting. Okay. Where's the minimum variance?
So we're looking under the variance of all the variables, right? And then finding the smallest one.
Correct. That's what I did. And
The smallest one I got was 29.808. Oh wait, that's the mean. The variance.
But crap.
The smallest variance I got was 27.358.
No.
Look at variable 3.
Yeah, look at variable 3.
I got 35.282. I must have put them in wrong.
Megan, did you get 27.208?
I have a 27.208 variable.
Me too. That's my lowest one. We can wait for you, friend.
I messed up. I failed. I'm sorry.
You didn't fail.
Voted. 2 out of 1.
I'm out. Let me.
You're good. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, let me just do this. I can do it quick, I promise. This time I'm not going to chat about work while I do it. It really was a weird day, though. I've dealt with same-sex couples before, but that was like...
Kind of threw you.
They were just really interesting people in general. And a little bit, they were like kind of inappropriate.
No.
It was kind of inappropriate, but I don't know. I just kind of ignored it and
Try to be professional.
And they stopped. You know what I mean? Like if I ignored it, then I almost felt like they were trying to like
get a reaction.
Yeah. So I was just like, whatever. I don't care. Do whatever you want. You can both walk around without clothes on. I'll just be over here.
Oh my God.
No, I'll just be here doing my job.
The thing is, though, is even with there's sometimes where I'm taking care of just like normal couples, and they're like, I walk in there and they're all, both of them are cuddled up in the bed, snuggling and sleeping, and they're all over each other, and I'm like, I just need an arm to do vitals. Like I'll leave in a moment. Can I just I'm like, can I just have an arm, please?
Oh God.
People were like, my friends were kind of picking on me, and I'm like, okay. You go in next time they hit the call light. That was the issue. I think they hit the call light, like no lie, every 15 to 30 minutes the whole day.
Call light audit. Like, come on, guys.
For everything.
No, well, that's how it was last night. Is like, I remember Hannah had to do vitals and was like, I'm just gonna wait until she calls. She's like, it's been almost an hour, she's due. And then sure enough, it's like I don't go in, I just wait for them to call, and then I'll do whatever it is that I had to do, because sure as tootin', she's gonna call. If it's been longer than a half hour, we're due.
Yeah. I almost felt like she just wanted attention, honestly.
No, I think she did. I think it's...
Make a statement.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like...
And then they were offended. I guess they were offended in the beginning because the patient herself kind of, she's kind of sarcastic, and I don't know, she's kind of sarcastic. And so when she came and she was telling people that she wanted her partner to do, because she went for C-section. So when she was telling people she wanted her partner to do skin to skin, I think somebody who had her thought she was joking.
Oh man.
And so they felt like kind of
they were singled out or something.
Yeah, and because they didn't necessarily welcome the other woman in to do skin to skin, and they kept asking like, no, really, where's the dad? And, yeah, and so I think they felt like, I think they were kind of irritated at first, and so I think after that, I think that they were just trying to be like,
this is who we are.
Yes, exactly, just like overtly showing that they're gonna do what they want, you know.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And it's funny because
same answers as you now.
It's funny because Alicia was there when they came back, and we were in there with her in the nursery, the wife, doing skin to skin. And you know how Alicia is. She's like, put the baby skin to skin. Like, why aren't, dads all the time. And that's why, like, when we came back and heard that she had fired her, I was like, oh, Like they were in there taking care of her all night long.
Who had fired? Alicia got fired?
No, fired Teddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have a pen. Where are my pens? Okay, I have the right answers now.
27.208 for the minimum,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
53.158 for the maximum.
That's what I have too.
Okay, tell me the number again. 27.
0.208,
Mhm.
and then 53.158.
That's what I have also.
Okay.
And then the test for equal variances is satisfied for these data.
So do we take each data? So I'm thinking 27.208 and 27.358, if I understand correctly. Do we times those by 2 and just make sure that they are within 4 of the highest one?
I just think you have to make sure that the highest one is not 4 times the lowest one.
So we take 27.208 multiplied by 4.
Which is 108.832. So it's fine.
I thought it said,
I feel like it's
so if the biggest variance,
I think you times it by 2.
well, then why does it say by 4 in the book?
Why is it? Yeah, I don't understand why it says 4 times. Like, what am I saying?
Okay,
Either-
actually, it's not the variance. Your biggest standard deviation, S, is greater than 2S. If it is greater than 2S, the smallest standard deviation, then it fails the test. Also, the biggest has to be smaller than 2 times the smallest. So I think, would we have to do the standard deviation or the variances?
I think it's the variance.
It is the variances. You're
But
right.
I think that either way, we meet the requirement.
Well,
True.
But I don't understand why it says 2 different.
The rule is that the largest variance is not 4 times the smallest variance, then we will conclude that variances are equal. Ah. So do we times those by 4? So 108 divide.
I think you do. I think you take.
if the largest variance is not 4 times the smallest variance, then we conclude that they are equal. But that's not what that guy said.
I know that's not what, but that guy was using something else. He was using like the standard deviation squared. I think that's what it is. I think he was taking like the variance squared. I don't know. He was using a different number.
Are you talking about the tutorial for the part 1? Part
Yeah.
2? Well, that's what he said. Your biggest standard deviation is greater, and that's the standard deviation. It's talking about the variances.
Right. So we all agree that it needs to be 4 times then. Is that what we're?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the largest variance is not 4 times the smallest, then we will conclude that they're equal, and it's not. So they are equal.
Yeah. So now we have to make QQ plots?
Yes.
Not
For
really.
each of the 6 samples.
I'm not really in the mood, but okay.
Each of the samples are approximately normal based on what you see on the QQ plots. Thank you.
I forgot where we make QQ. Is that in the?
It's the first
It's in the first one that we've used.
statistic.
Descriptive statistics one?
Yeah.
Which
And the one that had the histogram and descriptive stats.
Which I don't remember.
It's under quantitative descriptive
statistics.
Yeah. We weren't being recorded. I'd have another idea, but we are going to make QQ plots.
Yay, QQ.
Yeah, honor.
Yeah, I always forget to like sort it. Sort.
I'm really reaching the end of the line here.
Okay, socks, guys. Socks is normal. If somebody else wants to do a different one.
I'm doing A.
I'll do B.
Okay, I'll do C then.
And then how do you change it? Sort column A from highest to lowest. How do you do that?
Lowest to highest. You go home, and then it has a sort option up in the top right.
One time I did it all by hand.
Wow.
No.
Yeah. Eat.
Come on.
Oh, stop.
Sort smallest to
Hey,
largest.
did Dad come home?
A is normal.
B is mostly normal. I don't know. Does it have to fall close to that line?
Pretty close.
It mostly does. It deviates a little bit, but it's mostly.
So I'll do D.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. C is normal too.
B is normal.
I'm doing D.
I'll do E. Socks were normal.
D is normal.
Yes.
E is normal.
Awesome.
So yes.
I mean, it tells us right here that each of the samples are approximately normal based on what you see in the QQ plots.
Again. I don't need
Huh?
I said I don't need your sass
Whatever.
or your lip.
I know.
Let's hear it. They were trying to trick us.
If you perform an ANOVA test, you'll observe that the p-value is 0.081. Remove the SOX data and perform the text again. What is the p-value when we remove the SOX data? I will get back to you.
0.309.
That's what I got.
Where is my SOX test?
Last one.
What is... Hold on, I need to get rid of SOX.
0.309.
0.309.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, a cookie. Thank you.
The test statistic for ANOVA hypothesis test is an F statistic. If the p-value is the area to the right, what? Left, right.
Value to the air. It's to the right.
It's to the right.
It's always right skewed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But I thought it said it's right skewed. P-value. Okay, p-value for ANOVA equals the area in the right tail.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, she's back.
What?
I said she's back. So now I have to download hot dog information.
Yeesh.
First, I need to get rid of my other too many windows.
QQ. Holy cow.
Construct QQ plots of the calories for each of the 3 types and compare the variances to determine if the assumptions to use ANOVA have been met.
Wait, I'm making QQ plots for how many now?
3. So,
We each take one?
yeah.
Should we put it in our little
Wait, why are there 2 for each one? Are we doing sodium or calories?
calorie?
Calories is the one we want. So I'll do beef.
poultry. Okay.
So which one is left?
Meat. Aaron, what is that noise you're making? Please stop. Okay. Oh my gosh, stop it.
This looks normal.
Mine looks normal.
I'm getting there. Mine looks normal.
And it says compare the variances. So now we need to plug it into this new Excel sheet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I have to compare the variances? I really just want to go to bed.
Me too. Luckily, I have tomorrow off.
Me too. So that's nice.
I'm right there. No, I thought about doing the homework quiz tonight, but I'm like, no, I'm going to bed.
Yes. I have to work tomorrow.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm not very pleased because that was 4 on, 1 off, and then I'm back for 1.
I'm sorry. Who's charged tomorrow night? Do you know?
Alicia?
Well, that'll be fun.
Maybe. I can't remember. Is anyone else getting sample sizes that are different?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 20 and a 17.
Just want to make sure that I'm not copying it wrong.
Wait, so the assumptions have been met. It's 15. Okay. We did A for 14, right?
Let me, I'm just clearing my last thing. Hold on. Okay, so what did you ask?
Did we already answer 14?
No, that's what we're working on, right?
Gotcha.
So all of the QQ plots were normal.
Right.
And when we look at the variances, the lowest variance I have is 508.566.
Me too.
Me too.
And the highest is 636.846.
Yeah, none of them are even close to being 4 times much.
So that means that the requirements have been met.
Right.
Are you in 14?
Yeah. The
Okay.
assumptions have been met, right?
Yeah, so it's A.
A. Because the variances are equal and our QQ plots were normal.
I agree.
To determine if the mean number of calories is the same for all 3 types of hot dogs. The degrees of freedom are 2 and 51, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that F equals 16.074, and that P equals 0.000 with a level of significance equal to 0.05. We have sufficient evidence to claim that all three of the hot dogs have a different mean.
Yeah, a different mean.
Because our P is low, so we're rejecting the null hypothesis.
So
Yeah.
yes, we have sufficient evidence to say that at least one mean has sufficient.
I think it's the fourth one, right?
At least one of the hot dogs, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Because it means at least one of them is
Right.
different, not that necessarily all. We don't know if all of them are different. You can't do that with the ANOVA test, right?
Right. Never gonna. Now our sodium.
So I'll do poultry for sodium.
Well, it tells you the answer in the thing.
I want to see what it looks like.
Well, oh yeah, I get what you're putting down.
So that I know for certain.
Bye, honey. That's really loud for the people who are listening. Like riding his Heelys all through the house.
What does it say? You notice suggests a possible problem.
Possible problem with the poultry.
Yeah, it looks kind of funky.
For the QQ plot?
Yeah, I'm going to try to take a picture and send it.
I'm pulling it up too. I don't think it looks abnormal.
I mean, it looks a little wonky, going like the bottom.
I guess you're right.
And like, why is there that gap in the middle?
I don't know.
Like the horizontal gap.
Well, in one of the other, like from the homework, the preparation, there's one that had a break in it too.
Okay. What else is the question? Want to know?
This in here?
What?
For the QQ plot.
What?
Yeah, it says, so you can say, I think it's 3. The assumptions have not been met. It is not safe to assume each group comes from a normally distributed population, but we can assume that the variances are equal.
Yeah.
So why have the assumptions not been met?
Because it's not a normally distributed, the QQ is not normal.
For poultry.
Okay.
For one of the samples, the QQ looks like it's possibly abnormal.
Mm-hmm.
So that rule hasn't been met.
Gotcha.
I think.
We'll try it.
So now it wants us to go ahead and ignore the random.
Despite the possible problem with the QQ plot, you decide to use ANOVA to determine the sodium levels are the same for all 3 groups. So now we have to do sodium instead of calories?
Yes, we have to go in and get rid of, replace
0.79.
Okay.
Hey, has the TA ever asked to join any of our?
No, but I think they're going from group to group by weeks, and we're group 11. So we're going to be.
And we're on week 8, so.
I mean, I look at my email like once a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what's the question?
It wanted the p-value.
Do you guys have
Yeah.
it plugged in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have 0.179.
That's what I have.
That's what I have. Is it B?
I think it's B.
Because our P level is higher.
We're not rejecting
We're keeping the null.
So we do not have
than
sufficient.
the level of significance.
And none of them are, we do not have sufficient, and we do not have sufficient.
We don't have sufficient evidence to reject the claim that all 3 hot dogs have the same mean sodium. So we don't have enough sufficient evidence to reject the null.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, there goes Megan.
$19 of $20. We missed question 7. That was the pair question.
Dang it.
Okay, well, let's see. Maybe it is 4.
I can try it.
Okay, or either way.
I'll submit.
Okay.
Submitting. I did not get it. Let me go back to it. Yeah, I missed 7. It is not 4 or 5.
And maybe we have to do something different.
No, it kind of seemed too easy for it to be 4. I wish.
Oh, hold on. I have 6.
Okay.
When you cancel out, I think I did that right. I'll try 6.
Okay.
I want to ask my husband. He's a math person.
Nice.
I don't know if that's against the rules for the group quiz, though. Okay, here. Yep, it's 6.
Nice.
I had to write it all down. We were doing it right. I think we were trying to do it in our head or something, and
We didn't do enough. Cool. Well, good.
let me make sure yeah. Oh no, I still got, what did I miss? Shoot. I clicked the wrong button on 18.
Dang it.
I wanna read it.
You got 7 right though. It was 6, right?
I did. Do you guys want to read me the answers?
Yeah, I'm writing them down. I have the quiz up
This is
still.
what you guys do. Don't write them down. You go to a page and pull up a different group meeting
Just
quiz.
pull up the other window, huh? Yeah.
That's what I've done because I'm like, hey.
That's true.
I am so mad. I don't want to redo it.
I know. That's like
That's what I'm doing right
one of the
now.
most tedious things to me is having to. I'm so spoiled. I don't like having to go back and redo all the. I'm always afraid because what happens is like I'll mess something up on another question. That happened the other day when I figured out the problems we didn't know.
Uh-huh.
But I went back and I marked something wrong. And so I still missed one. I was like, oh my gosh.
I have gotten the questions at the beginning. Did you do all the preparation?
Good.
The first 2.
Yes, it makes me so mad.
Jeez, okay.
He is so tricky.
All right, here we go.
I know. I hope I got it.
Yay!
I'm not gonna even double check it. I'm done with it. Yay! Oh crap! I should have. I missed one.
Did you really?
It's my own dang fault because I didn't go back and check it.
What did you miss?
9. I shouldn't have missed it. I was just being lazy.
Dang it.
I know. Oh well, here goes to my perfect score. Oh my gosh, I did 53.518. What the heck? That's what I get.
I was gonna say we should read them down.
I know.
I'm saying.
And I know. I'm like, I'm just kind of being lazy. I'm gonna be sloppy, and that's what I get. Oh well, I'm okay with it.
I know. I probably, I'm so tired. I'm contemplating not even putting it on. It's just hard. My OCD won't let me walk away.
Dang it! I know. Oh, well. Good times, lady. Good times.
Yes, good times.
Well, we will powwow on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday for the test reviews.
Thursday, same time. Yeah.
Yes. Happy studying.
Yes.
All your notes together.
I'll hit the end button in a minute. I'm just gonna finish this real quick.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, friend.
See you guys. Thank
Mhm.
you. Bye.
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 Bye. Do you have the answers up?
Yeah.
Are you done submitting or no?
No, I'm going back through and checking with my first test right now to make sure.
15, we have sufficient evidence. I'm so tired. I keep clicking in the wrong spot.
I know. 20 out of 20.
Okay, let me
Do you want me to
read.
read them?
Yeah,
Or do you want to read them?
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 and 2 are true.
Mm-hmm.
3 is true.
Mm-hmm.
4 is the last 2.
B and C.
5 is C.
Mm-hmm.
6 is B like boy.
Mm-hmm.
7 is 6.
Mm-hmm.
8 is 27.208.
Mm-hmm.
9 is 53.158.
Mm-hmm.
10 is true.
Mm-hmm.
11 is true.
Mm-hmm.
12 is 0.309.
Mm-hmm.
13 is right.
Mm-hmm.
14 is A.
Mm-hmm.
15 is D.
Mm-hmm.
16 is C.
Mm-hmm.
17 is 0.179.
Mm-hmm.
18 is B.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the one. I think when I was scrolling, I just like clicked on the wrong answer. Thank goodness.